That was a little bit of a crunchy intro because my everything just froze, but it seems we're okay now. Oh, it's gonna be one of those shows, but it's okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the All Elite Ensemble, your AEW post show, with a special Thursday edition because my Tuesday got blown up, but it was okay though. It is all good. My name is Mikey El Jefe of BC Wrestle Pod, and joining me for the second night in a row and the third time this week, which I appreciate and I apologize. But good, my AEW cohort, my friendo, my right hand man when it comes to all things AEW, at least for right now, Mr. Berdito himself, Benny, is in the house. Thank you for being here, friend. I appreciate all your work this week.
Hey, I'm always here to talk graphs. It might be a creature double feature 2 days in a row, but let's rock and roll.
Absolutely. I'm really excited for tonight as we kind of bring to the conclusion of AEW and CMLL crossover in this grand spectacle. Tonight, we are going to be talking about AEW Grand Slam Mexico as well as the AEW Collision that took place this past Saturday. Obviously, everything that went down last night on Dynamite will be covered next week back at our regular schedule time on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Um, but yeah, let's just get into this because we got a lot to talk about, especially for Grand Slam Mexico, man. I I just want to say AEW, y'all gave us a pay-per-view worthy show for free on television. It felt like I was watching a pay-per-view. My goodness.
Yeah, what a special show, man. This crowd was up for pretty much everything.
I was like, shout out to the AEW fans in Mexico. Again, international crowds just do it so much better. And you guys rocked it, and you definitely carried the energy the whole entire way through. So I am appreciative, and I love that. Yeah, they made an excellent show even better with their energy the whole way through. So without further ado, let's just get into it because you waste no time. Grab out this like bang anger. There we go. Alrighty, let's kick things off properly. So we opened Grand Slam Mexico with Cage and Cope and the Young Bucks taking on all four male members of the Death Riders, which is Wheeler Yuta, Daniel Garcia, Pac, and of course our AEW Continental Champion John Moxley. This match was insane. It's honestly, I'm kind of glad they started the show with this. Like, here, have this match, and crowds ate it up and definitely helped like continue the energy for the rest of the night. But yeah, man, I was like, this is gonna turn into how are they gonna coexist kind of for our chance and our challengers for Wesley. And that's exactly what it was. But again, good graps, Young Bucks killing it in Mexico. Christian Cage is a girl's girl and a man's man because he's about equal rights, equal fights. So the spot with him and Marina Shafir still had me rolling on the floor. I was just like, Lord have mercy. Christian Cage just gives no F's, and I appreciate that of him. Um,
Yeah, right between the uprights.
Seriously. And listen, I know that I have had my ups and downs with Cope and AEW. I was just like, I don't think he needs to be in here. But what, like, it's title match, whatever, man. Um, but I have to say, like, I know deep down that man was eternal crying to hear Mexico sing his song, man. I was just like, gosh darn it. I was like, Cope is living his best life. I might have problems with the booking sometimes with Cope. But at the same time, I was just like, you're living your best life. And I know, and Benny, you know, we're probably not going to get Cope for much longer because we are on the end of his career within the next 2 or 3 years or sooner than that. Who knows? But I will take Cope for as long as we still have left with him. Same thing with Christian, but yeah, this was a fun 8-man tag to open up the show. Mr. Benito, what did you think of our opening bout?
Yeah, this was a perfect opener. The crowd singing on this day, absolutely amazing. And Christian Cage ever being the happy little asshole that he is, you know. And I don't think I've ever seen the Death Riders so happy to be anywhere ever. And
100%.
like the it was just funny because like clearly the Death Riders were the heels in this one, but like every single one of them were just beaming ear to ear, and John had a little bit more pep in his step.
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, what I love about this is, again, this helps us continue the storyline with Cage and Cope and the Bucks because they will be fighting each other for the titles at Wembley. Death Riders are out here fighting everyone at this point, but yeah, this was a fun one. Um, I want to bring up a point that you brought up before on a previous show. I really love Yuta and Garcia as a tag team duo within the Death Riders. They work very well together. And like we talked about last night too, Pac and Claudio also work very well together. So I love what I love here is that single-handedly in within the Death Rider lore, you have John Moxley as the leader, who is the current champion. You have two other members. You have four other members that can be paired up in tag teams to decimate the tag team division. And then if Tony Khan would give her the chance, Marina Shafir could absolutely decimate and dominate the women's division too. Lest we forget, Homegirl stepped on glass and rubbed it into her foot during Blood and Guts. Push this woman, Tony Khan, please. Por favor. Anyways.
100%. Push Marina Shafir.
Push the woman to the moon, darn it. But anyways, we're gonna keep going as I also try to fix this camera issue, but I don't want to take away from the review because of a miscommunication between our baby faces. The Death Riders pick up the victory here, which adds a wrench to the plans that is going on to Wembley. So things are gonna get heated, probably. We'll see. But AEW, we didn't waste no time because after this match was over, they just jumped straight into the next one. And good God Almighty, I was entertained. I watch good wrestling. Tommaso Ciampa continues to show me that he is fucking hilarious. This match had everything that I ever wanted. So the next match of Grand Slam Mexico was a triple threat match for the number one spot in the Casino Gauntlet match taking place at All In at Wembley, here in a couple of weeks. And of course, we had Tommaso Ciampa, Commander, and our current AEW national champion, Mr. Andrade El Idolo. So before we even get into the match, Mexico lost their absolute mind for Andrade's entrance, and then doing some lore digging to find out it has been a few years since he was last in CMLL and he has made his grand return on the AEW side of things. Like, holy crap. Talk about a hero's welcome, Benny.
Yeah, 100%. And I think there was a little bit of lucha politics in there as well. So, but I'm not going to go into that. I love Tommaso Ciampa like beating up the pants. That was pretty funny. Like, and we lost Mike. All right, but Tommaso beating up the pants, and then like, was it like Andrade is Andrade's incredibly special right now, man. Like, I hope they push him to the moon because like you don't get somebody this hot very often. And without due respect to my dude Tony Khan, he has a tendency to miss the boat on a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So like he's got to push the button on Andrade. And it's the same with Speedball, but we'll get there. But
100%.
Commander is like just on a tear since he's been back, and he looks incredible. I've always been he won me over is what I'm trying to say. And Commander won me over eventually, and I'm a fan. So like it's great to see him back with a little bit of gusto.
100%. And this was a fun match. Like Tommaso fighting with Andrade's pants, Andrade doing what Andrade does best, Tommaso taking a dick pic. That I was like, oh my god, we actually went there. I was like, yo, that was hilarious though.
There's a part of me that's like, did they plan that? You know what I mean? Or like, was Tommaso just improvising? Because he seems like a pretty good improviser.
Right. It's a good spot if it was planned. It's a great and amazing spot if that was improvised. Oh my goodness. But this was a lot of fun. Of course, really good back and forth between all three of these men. Andrade would pick up the victory here, but not all was good for Andrade because he cuts a promo. We love Andrade. Mexico loves.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So
MJF
it was crazy.
Came out and blindsided Andrade at the end, right? Mm-hmm. And cut a great promo. And one thing that I was just hoping that he wouldn't say, right? Because like it felt like it was leaning this way. I was like, don't you say real world champion? Don't you?
And he did. You're like, damn it, Max.
Now it's even worse because he said one true champion, which also has the initials of OTC, and people are losing their minds. But come on, people! Like, what are we doing here? It's just wrestling. Like, it's not that serious.
I was like, guys, it's not that deep, please. I was like, let's not do this today.
Yeah, right.
I was like, please, but whatever. Anyways, so Max also declared that he is going to get that championship match, and he announced that he would be involved in a to get the number 2 position on Dynamite the following week in Vegas. So, alrighty, Max. And of course, with us having the show on Thursday this week, we all saw what happened with Dynamite. I was like, there was never any doubt, spoiler alert, but I don't know. We're going to see how Wembley turns out, but we'll talk all about that next week. But great match. Max is back. Wrestling fandom needs to calm the heck down.
As always. But, anger fuels the fire. So
very, very true. Alrighty, let's keep this going because after this match, God, these were some big bitches. I really love that all these women. I love these 6, man. I really, really do. I truly do. I actually really enjoyed this match. So this is a trios match. Of course, this is our AEW Women's Champion Willow Nightingale teaming up with the Brawling Birds, taking on the team of Mercedes Moné and the current AEW Women's Tag Team Champions, the Divine Dominion. Of course, that is Miss the Megasis, Megan Bain, and Lena Cross. I'm just saying it. Tony Khan, you can never turn Willow heel. It's not going to work. The same thing that I put with Bandito being the Shark energy for AEW, and he always needs to be babyface in AEW because it's going to be really hard to get people to not like him on AEW television. I apply that to Willow Nightingale being our Jeff the Shark for the women's division. I love Willow. I really like this match. There were certain spots that weren't necessarily clean, per se, but overall, I enjoyed it for what it was.
I completely agree. This match was super fun, man. Like, first off, Alex rules, man. Like, God, she's great. It's like, I'm like, oh, I'm late to the party on this one, but I'm happy I'm here, you know? And like, yeah, I agree with the fact that it'd be hard to turn Willow heel. But one thing I thought during this match was, can we get Alex Windsor and Megan Bain at some point? Because like that match would friggin' rule. I like it's what is it? Willow gets the backslide pin on Mercedes, right, to get the win. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I hope that plays out. I'm still gonna have to wait on that one.
Well, we can briefly touch upon it. We'll go into detail, but it did lead to a Mercedes attack last night on Dynamite during an interview. So I was just like, I kind of wanted to see it happen live, not in a pre-tape, but whatever. Well, actually, no, not whatever. I'm more pressed than a panini, and we can air our grievances out because this is a safe space, and I love professional wrestling. But God damn it, Tony! God damn it!
Yeah, it's pretty bad right now. It's pretty heinous, actually. Like, no respect for the women's division. But there was one upside to this. I'm gonna turn it around, Mikey. I'm gonna turn it around. Okay.
Do it.
Jamie Hayter dancing to Willow Nightingale's song, just like, but she had like middle fingers and she was like dancing to the tune. And like right after that, they announced that because Willow beat this team, that the Brawling Birds are getting a title shot at Wembley. What? What?
That was strange. I was just like, this is how that. We all knew it was going to lead to that, but this is how we're going to make that announcement. I'm like, what? It would have made sense if like Jamie or Alex pinned Lena or Megan in this match, but they did not. So I'm like, I'm not mad at the match because I wanted that match, but this is how you're going to pull the trigger on it? No.
Lazy booking, as they would say, man. But I'm not gonna crap on it all because the talent did their job and they did an amazing. This match was amazing. You wasn't even my friend.
100. So, if it wasn't said before, Willow and the Brawling Birds win this match, and we continue onwards. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. This match ruled. Like, easily a match of the year TV match. A TV match of the year candidate is what I'm trying to say. I think I said that backwards. But dyslexia. I could see like, can we get a best of 7 series, please, and possibly do something with Speedball, because Speedball has a lot of momentum right now, and I don't want to see them lose that because we have to get back to Okada and Takeshita and Fletcher. It's in the book. We got to do it, right?
Yeah. I'm hoping that after Wembley, because again, not to go into too much detail, we knew what was coming for Wembley, but hopefully afterwards, let's do something different with the International Championship that doesn't include the same people that we've been talking about over the last month or so. Not that I'm complaining, because I've been loving these matches, but let's diversify the portfolios.
Yeah. It's almost like the same in like
but
every
good
division.
stuff all
like,
around.
It's like, you know,
Nonetheless,
it's like Coping Cage and Young Bucks. Those two are going to be circling for a year, and then Okada and Takeshita are going to be circling for a year, and then Max is back in the title picture. Awesome.
100%. Kyle Fletcher retains the championship, but this was a hell of a great TV match. These two have great chemistry. And I would like to see them fight again someday. But not anytime. Mexico, you never disappoint with the Mystico entrance. Also, Okada being the pettiest bitch on the planet by not letting Kyle Fletcher celebrate before his music hits. God, I love Okada.
Also, like Okada finding the floor cam, like, and just posing as and acting like he wasn't couldn't give two craps about Mystico's entrance. Oh, I love Okada so much. This and then like was it Chris Jericho coming out as Corso de Leon. I probably butchered that, but essentially
You're good, no worries.
In Spanish. And like he's even got the short trunks on with the tassels. Like this is incredible. Like for like a old school Jerichoholic that's been following him for a long time. I'm not saying that I watch him in TML out. I'm not saying that. But that was a pretty cool special entrance. And like Mystico, oh man, that guy is something special, man. That crowd loves him something special. Like there was grown men crying in that audience, and I can see why. I can see why. Uh, I thought Kevin Knight did a great job in this match as well. Like that kid is something special, man. Like they got a good one with that too.
I'm hoping this fixes it. If not, we're just going to continue to roll with it.
Fair enough, my friend. Fair enough.
It's fine. But no, this was a really fun one. I also liked how Darby didn't even get fully down the ramp before Kevin Knight just cleared the ropes and like clotheslined this man in midair.
Yeah, I love the brawling between Darby and Kevin Knight, like on the ramp and stuff. That was pretty cool.
Absolutely. Now, of course, Mystico, Jericho, Darbs, they win. This sets up a couple of things. Jericho and Kevin Knight on Dynamite for the championship. Darby, we'll talk about him in a little bit later in Collision because we get another match made for Wembley. So that's going to be a whole lot of fun as well. Good stuff. So, on paper, I really, really was excited because these are some big women, and they would be doing powerhouse wrestling things. And powerhouse wrestling things were definitely done. I felt that this was a little overbloated with the inclusion of Sheeta and Thunder and everything. I was just like, I love those girls down. Um, Also, the timing was off for those belt shots. I was like, oh man.
Yeah. I actually like this one. Like, I don't mind a bit of overbooking. Like, especially if it's setting up something else. Like, because like clearly, Thunder and Persephone are going to be fighting over the CMLL National Women's Title, right?
So yes, so Thunder has the women's Mexican national title, and then Persephone,
Okay.
of course, is the CMLL women's champion.
Okay. But I think all of them did a great job, like in this segment. Like, uh, Sheeta was great. Stat was everybody was great. Like, I'm not gonna. We only got one segment this week, so I'm not gonna crap all over it. So there's two segments. Sorry, without a promo, by the way.
That is true, and we're gonna air our grievances out. I promise we're gonna get there at some point. But let's keep this going, shall we? Persephone wins, and it sets up a lot of things that happen on Dynamite too. Moving on. I'm conflicted because I love the good guys in this match. I really love them, but I'm also sad that we couldn't give the Demand at least a decent run. So I'm conflicted. Match was banging. I'm just conflicted about the results. I don't know how to feel, Benny. I still don't know how to feel right now.
Well, I'm not going to tell you how to feel, but this is how I feel, right? Um, the trios belts are a novelty, right? Like, it should just be the party match, and it being hot potatoed, but around the past few months, I actually like that. Like, yeah, the Demand only had it for a week, but that works for their characters, right? Because they're a bunch of brutes, but they're also dorks, you know. So like, uh, and it's Brodito and Hangman. Like, we all saw the writing on the wall with this one, you know. And we finally got the Macarena. We finally got the Macarena.
I was like, yes, I love it. Also, shout out to the AEW graphics department. The lower third for
Oh
this
yeah,
one was hilarious. I was just like, Hangman Adam Page thinks the sombrero might be problematic.
yeah. He was worried the sombrero would be problematic. Oh man, I missed the lower thirds of Hangman.
Seriously, I'm just like, never change, never change.
No.
Um, but Hangman and Brodito are the new AEW World's Trios Championship. Tony Khan, I will just say this and I'll let it go for the rest of the time, but can we not hot potato these championships? Because we've been hot potatoing these bad boys all year long, but it is what it is. I don't work for the company.
Did you hear me?
I know. I did. I'm just reiterating the point, Benny. Gosh, I'm just kidding.
That's the opposite of what I said. It's okay. Let's move on.
These tech issues are really killing me, you guys, but we're going to get through this. I promise. I will get through this. I will survive.
It's okay. We still love you.
I appreciate it. Mark Davis, however, did not survive. I have okay, a couple things. Mexico City street fight. Mark Davis, Will Ospreay. These dudes know each other very well. God, what a banger and bloodied mess they were. Never realized how much I would get a kick of watching Mark Davis chuck a whole trash can from one side of the ring to the other side, and Ospreay selling the way he did when that trash can hit his foot. Amazing stuff.
Osprey's been doing some great physical comedy lately. Just to keep this one short, I thought this was great. Like the Arena Mexico crowd really ate this up, and rightfully so, because this was a bloody affair. And the only thing I have to say about I do have a little qualm, right? I heard a bunch of people asking, why is there no outside interference? It's a street fight, right? Well, here's the thing, right? Mark Davis has jumped Will Ospreay every week for 3 weeks. That's why there's no outside interference. And there's 97 members of the Don Callis family. It only makes sense. It's a logical conclusion. But I digress. Let's move on. Great match.
Great match. Ospreay wins and continuing his road to Wembley. Grand Slam Mexico was a lot of fun. Now it's time for AEW Collision, where we leave Mexico, unfortunately, and we come back to the States, but we got some stuff to talk about because the Continental Cup kicked off officially this past Saturday. And our first match in the Continental Cup was Claudio Castagnoli versus Ace Austin. By God. Ooh! Yes. I really liked this match. I really, really did.
Yeah. Ace Austin is something special, man. I read a funny a headline the other day that said people were impressed after this match. And it was have you not watched any of his matches before? What is happening here? But man, this is a great opener for the Continental Classic Cup, a Continental Challenge Cup. Anyways, yeah. What can I say? These guys beat the crap out of each other. There was a great reversal of the giant swing by Ace Austin. That was really cool. And hopefully more better stuff will come from never mind. Ace Austin. I was trying to think of that thing that Jay White said online.
Jay, I can't wait to talk about you next week. Anyways, Claudio wins. Ace Austin's great. Couldn't ask for more. Fun stuff. Ooh, I hit the button too many times. The Brawling Birds had a match. They won a match. Divine Dominion beat them up. Get ready, folks. This is how it's going to go for all the way to Wembley.
Yep.
Please make it a street fight at Wembley.
Minimum effort Jones over here. These girls like to fight. So do they. Hey, one's bad, one's good. Let's have a fight. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I'm really negative right now. It's just that
No, it's okay. This is a safe space.
I like the Brawling Brats, and by the way, they've only been a team for like maybe 6 months. Like these people don't know each other, and we don't know them. Like, get them in the ring, give them some mic time that doesn't include that dorky sign that somebody made in the shop class. Like, what are we doing, dude? It's really not that hard. It's really not that hard.
It's not.
I'd like to
And
add,
unfortunately, go ahead.
but I don't work there, so
no. Would we like to? Possibly, but we don't work there, unfortunately. So this is just coming from two dudes yeah. Anyways, it's not that hard, Tony. It's not that hard, damn it. It's really not that hard. But what do I know? Anyways, let's keep going. Matt Seidel, I'm happy to see you in the ring. I am sorry you had to lose to Orange Cassidy, though. But I knew as soon as I saw this graphic, I was like, oh, Orange is winning, hands down. I love you, Matt, though.
Yeah. Matt Seidel was definitely like one of those guys that like led the generation of high flyers, right? Like Ricochet, Matt Seidel, Amazing Red, AJ Styles, right? And it's nice to see him back, even after such a long layoff. And I imagine getting whatever surgery he had must have been a long layoff, and it's nice to see him back. As you said, unfortunately, he had to lose here, but I guess you couldn't have done it to anybody better than Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, I love you, Matt. I really do. But great bout nonetheless between both of them. Orange Cassidy is moving on to the next round, and we keep going with Collision. Rascals, specifically Dez and Zach, pick up a victory in tag team action, and Myron cuts a promo, and he calls out his opponent for his match, and I was like, I know I said like 5 minutes ago we should stop hot potatoing the trios championships, but if there's an actual, well, I mean the demand is an actual trio, but if there's an actual trio that collectively they've all been wrestling in the double digits at this point and have wrestled on the independents as well as some other promotions, I want to, and the same thing applies to the Bang Bang Gang too. I want to see the next level for the Rascals now. I feel like they are amazing. The crowd loves them. Let's start giving them something more substantial to take them to that next level in terms of the booking. They are great hands. I want them to be more than that. The tag team match was great, though.
Yeah. I literally just send my notes. The Rascals look great. And then Myron calls out Speedball. And man, I've seen this match all over the indies, and they always have incredible chemistry. Right?
Right.
Like Pro Wrestling Revolver and like a bunch of other ones, you know, like they faced each other umpteen times. And I'm just so glad that they finally made it to TV.
Seriously.
These two have crazy chemistry, and I like this. Like as much as I love Speedy, I'm just a big a fan of Myron Reed. So like I think Myron is one of those guys that just like sort of floating right now because we have so many. We AEW has so many people that are just seem sort of stuck in their spot, and everybody else is just free to roam. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But man, that match fucking ruled, dude.
I love it. I truly, truly do. This was amazing. uh Myron's cutter is a thing of beauty. I'll end it with that. His cutters are amazing, and yes, more please. And also, let's get the Rascals up to the next level because I think at this point they earned it.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's keep going.
The
Go ahead. Sorry.
The young goat. They don't call him that for no reason.
Seriously. All right, let's keep this train rolling. Promos. I love David Finlay. I know. Listen, I might have issues with the constant fighting between the Bang Bang Gang and the Dogs, but at the same time, though, when you actually give them the time to do things and cut promos, I mean, being silly is hilarious, and I love them for being silly because that's part of their charm. But I do like it when you allow them to be a little bit serious, because I actually did like this promo from Finlay talking about his upcoming match in the Continental Cup with Jay on Dynamite. So
yeah, I completely agree. This is a super fun. Well, I really like this serious promo. Um, I'm loving what they're doing with the Bang Bang Gang, because guess what, guys? Uh, this feud has been building for years, right? So, and like uh every feud on the card has its different places, right? Like it can't all go like 100 miles an hour right out the gate. So let's be silly before we can be serious, you know?
agreed. So we'll talk more about their match next week. But after this promo, so this is a lot, especially because without spoiling too much about it, everything that went down on Dynamite set up for some stuff happening next week. And we've kind of moved really quickly with this. So, in tag team action, we have our TBS champion, Miss Maya World, teaming up with her best Judy, gal pal, Hyann, an actual tag team partner. And they both took on the team of CMLL Women's Champion Persephone and Take No Shida, Hikaru Shida. Um, Hyann was rocking and rolling, man. She just the like the out the gate, just bam, bam, bam. I was like, oh, she's like, I'm ready. Let's do this. And she hit everything and the kitchen sink.
Yeah, man. I've been saying it for a long time. Don't a lot of people are sleeping on Hyann, you know? Like she's incredible, and she's been doing this for a very long time as well. So she knows what she's doing. Um, that spear is freaking incredible. Um, yeah, this match was super fun. Um, I'm sad that the partnership between Persephone and Cheetah was is done. Like we knew it wasn't going to last very long, but like I think they sort of played off of each other really really well, and I'm sad that's going away. That's all.
Yeah, I'm also sad as well. But yeah, Hyann really was great, but unfortunately, she was the victim in the pin. So Persephone and Sheeta win. Again, we'll talk more about what happened on Dynamite. And yeah, so here we go. Let's keep going though, because after this, my God, on paper, I was like, now, what in the heck are we about to witness? I was like, I don't know how this match is going to go. I cannot believe I am saying this, but obviously this wasn't my match of Collision and not by a long shot. But damn, it did end up in my top 3 of the night though. I was like, I actually really like this match. Everyone did good. And I know I've given crap to the Guns in the past too, but they've actually really come a really long way, and I'm actually really enjoying them as a team. They work so well together. I mean, granted, they're actually, actual siblings, but you know what I mean. They've gotten so much better.
They really have. They've really been putting in the work, and I appreciate the Guns. Like I might have been the only one, but I was just like I was always sort of on board ever since like the Acclaimed and Guns days. Like I was like, there's something here with these guys. I don't know what it is yet, and it seems like a nostalgia act, but let's let's roll with it. This was so much fun. Like I see what it was. Like it really was just like a showcase, like a NJPW multi man for Mox and uh, Jack Perry with their match coming up last night. And but like the Death Riders ended up picking up the win. No surprise here because it's just like uh, the pin takers of the both teams. So what am I talking about? You know what I'm saying. But I really like that. Was like the standing choke, like chokehold, and then like a blue psycho knee. It's like, man, that was brutal. More of that, please.
Seriously. Oh my goodness.
I wish we could get more Yuta and Garcia, but it is what it is.
It is what it is, indeed. But yeah, great match nonetheless. And like you said, my friend, um, this sets up Mox and Perry for Dynamite, which we'll discuss next week. But fun match nonetheless. Moving on. This is about to, at first I was on the one hand, I was like, I'm gonna give it a chance to see how it goes. But then also on the other hand too, this is about to be the most melanated group on this roster. And I'm really hoping it works out because this is going to kick all types of asses.
Yeah, right. Like imagine a trio of like Shelton, Bobby, and Shane Taylor. Like holy shit! Oh my god!
Listen,
Don't even
we can create so many combinations just from this group alone. Like
definitely.
and I was just like, I don't know how I feel about this yet. I'm going to give it a chance, but I want this to work because a whole entire squad of melanated people just dominating this AEW Collision and Dynamite roster. Sign me up, please. But we shall see. I'm going to give it a chance. I want to give it a chance because I want to support them because I love all these people involved in this. So here's hoping it works out.
Yeah, ST. I love STP. I'm willing to let this ride out.
100%. So let's keep going. I I know what I'm expecting when it comes to this type of match, right? But god damn it, man, Eddie Kingston is like my hero, and I love this man so much. Also, hi Jake, call me. you, anybody who complains about an Eddie Kingston match needs to go look in the mirror and like find themselves a little bit because you already know what you're gonna get from an Eddie Kingston match. But god damn it, I love Eddie Kingston and what he stands for. This man is Unk for sure, and he is my Unk, and I will fight anybody who says otherwise. I've missed you, Eddie. I love you, Eddie.
Yeah, this is great. Um, I like Eddie as well, man. Like, you know, I hope he's doing all right. But, there's a part of me that's like, is Jake Doyle like miscast as a heel right now? Because this crowd feels like it really wants to get behind this dude, but they don't know what to do because he's a bad guy, and he's just spamming forearms like that. That's literally all he's doing, and he's like I like Doyle, you know, uh, he's great, uh, but like getting back to the match, like there was a good amount of great Saito suplexes from Eddie. That just like,
Yep. Yep.
man, those things look high angle, but you know what? I'm not getting dropped on my head, so I enjoyed it.
100%.
This was such a fun TV main event. Like, I could take this kind of stuff every week from a Collision.
Just give me the fights and give me the graps. Like, let me see my husbando and my hero fight each other out. Like, give me matchups like these, and you'll never hear me complain too much about it on Collision. But Eddie Kingston is the ultimate victor in this match, and we'll be moving on to the next round. Just out of spite, I hope him and Claudio fight because that shit would be hilarious. But anyways.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, my friend, despite the technical issues and everything trying to work against us, we made it to the end.
We made it.
We truly did. So I'm going to keep this brief before the internet decides to fight me again. But we'll be back at our regular time next week on Tuesday, hopefully with all the tech issues figured out. I'm going to blame the internet outage earlier today. So from myself and Benny to the rest of you at home, remember, take care of yourself, love one another, stay biconic. More importantly than anything, you always deserve to finish your story. We will see you. Well, I'll be here later this week. I'll be here tomorrow. But see you next Tuesday for our next AEW post show. But until then, sayonara, adios, and until next time, peace.